What has your research and experience led you to believe the solution for overcoming anxiety is?
Well, the first thing is I don't think you can ever truly overcome it. It's all about managing it. It's not about overcoming it. And I don't even know that we would want to. Anxiety managed well can actually be good for you. It can help you focus, gives you energy, tells you what you're doing is important. So it's not about overcoming it. It's about managing it so it doesn't manage us. So anxiety is ingrained, I believe, in being human. Most people, up to 85% of people, report feeling nervous in high-stakes situations. And I quite frankly think the other 15% are lying. I think we can create
and 15%
something.
of the population are lies.
Yeah, exactly. So there are things we can do. And it's a two-pronged approach. You have to manage symptoms. That's what we physiologically and mentally experience. And then the sources, the things that initiate and exacerbate it. And I encourage everybody in my new book and my previous book to create what I call an anxiety management plan, which is a combination of the symptomatic strategies we can use, as well as the things we can do to address the sources. Let me give you one example of both. Deep breathing is quite possibly the single best thing you can do to manage some of your symptoms. Deep belly breathing, like if you've done yoga or Tai Chi, a lot of those in the military learn box breathing and other types of breathing. It slows down your autonomic nervous system. And the most important part is the exhale, not the inhale. You want your exhale to be twice as long as your inhale. And only a few times of doing that will help. That's probably the most universal technique for managing anxiety. And let me share with you a source. Many of us are made nervous because we're worried that we will not achieve whatever our speaking goal is. So my students are worried they're not going to get a good grade. Entrepreneurs are worried they're not going to get support and funding. People listening in might be afraid that their project isn't supported. What's making us nervous is a potential negative future outcome. So the way to short circuit that is to become present oriented. And you can become present oriented doing lots of things. Before you and I started this formal conversation, we had an informal talk, and that helped bring me to the present moment. It's hard to have a conversation with somebody and not be in the present moment. You can do some light exercise or walk around the building, get yourself in your body. That gets you present oriented. Do like athletes do. Listen to a song or a playlist to get yourself present oriented. What I do every time before I speak out loud tongue twisters. You can't say a tongue twister right and not be in the present moment. And it also warms up our voice. I am amazed that people who are athletes and exercise, musicians who play music, they warm up before they do those things. But when they speak, they don't warm up. We have this imagined idea that we can go from silence to brilliance without warming up. So you can manage symptoms and sources. It takes some time. You create a plan that works for you. And that's how you begin to manage anxiety.